Today, I'm making my cold process soap with activated charcoal and kaolin clay, so let's get right into it. We're going to start with warm distilled water. Pre-mixed in here is the natural chelating agent sodium gluconate along with sodium lactate. I use sodium lactate because not only is it a humectant, but it helps to produce harder, longer lasting bars and really helps to speed up that unmolding process, especially when you have softer oils like olive oil. So the best way to incorporate activated charcoal inside of your soap is to pre-disperse it in a portion of your oils. So that's exactly what I do here. I just take a portion of my olive oil and save it for the activated charcoal, and the rest goes in my base oils. And these are my base oils. I use coconut, palm, castor, rice bran, and olive oil. And this is one of my personal favorite additives. Not only does it help to give me a white bar without any other harsh chemicals, but it adds that silky slip to the bar. Also gives a more creamy and luxurious lather as well. So what I do is go ahead and pour that into the base oils and then mix it in. Okay, something happened with my camera in the middle of me putting fragrance oil in, but whatever, that was fragrance oil going in. And I add those directly to my base oils. Now it's time to prep my lye water. I prefer to use ice instead of all distilled water for two reasons: because it keeps my soaping temperatures very low, and it also keeps the fumes very low so that I can work indoors safely. I pour in thirds. Just pour the lye right on top of the ice. Never water into lye. When pouring your lye, you want to do so as slow and controlled as possible so that you don't get any splashes. Y'all, when I first began this process of making cold process soap, I was so fearful of lye. Now that I've done it continuously now for years, there is no reason to be scared of it. As long as you respect the lye and you have all of your safety precautions in place, you will be fine. Anyways, let's get mixing. So as you can see, as I'm mixing, it turns from that oil color to now an opaque, kind of creamish color. That's how you know it's going into emulsion and all of your oils are starting to mix with your lye. So this is going to be a 2-color swirl type soap. So remember, I left out a portion of olive oil to help disperse the activated charcoal in. Well, I'm going to add this batter that contains lye to that oil so that it can begin the saponification process for the olive oil as well. Okay, it's time to pour. So usually when I'm making my designs, I try to stay consistent across the board, but a lot of times I just pour as my mind feels and whatever my hands feel like doing at that moment. And then the soap just turns out how it turns out. I feel like those are the best kind of soaps though. I just kind of vibe and let my mood determine what the soap is going to look like for that day. Now, while I will always stick with the same colors consistently across the board, whatever design it ends up with, just know my mood in that moment determine the final decision for the design that day. So a lot of people want to know, does activated charcoal stain the skin if you use it? And the answer is, it just depends on how much you're using. For this one, I only used about 1 teaspoon, and as you can see, I didn't even use fully what was in that cup at the beginning. I used even less than that. So it should not stain the skin as long as the usage level is kept low enough. Sometimes people believe more means better, but not when it comes to activated charcoal. You really don't need that much, and actually too much, and you're going to end up with a mess on your hands. And that's the finished product of this soap. So if you have any questions, especially if you're hesitant getting into the cold process soap making, please leave your questions below. I'll answer as many as I can. Don't be scared. This is something that you can do. You got this, and you will do just fine. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on additional videos just like this. I'll leave y'all with the final cut, and I'll see you guys next time.